Hello and welcome to God's One Chosen channel once again. My name is Apostle and I'm truly grateful and glad to be here. Today we're going to do a different kind of video, but if you look at my profile, it's not going to be anything outside of my character. What I'm doing is I'm addressing a few emails I received based on my support for our president, Mr. Obama. I've been accused of being a racist because I'm a black man and I support Obama and I voted for Obama just because he's black. Not because he's a Harvard law professor, not because he's a Harvard law graduate, not because he was a U.S. senator all before the age of 50, not because I believe in the policies that he spoke on as far as change. I voted for Obama based on change. And the change that I was basing it on is the change from George Bush and the Republican policy that almost destroyed this country. I voted for Obama on the basis of change, not for him to get in there like black power and let's kill whitey. That was not what I thought he would do. Obama is not a fully black man. I am a full black man. My mother is black. My father is black. Obama's mother is white. And his father is of African descent, which means he's a biracial person. So it seems that there's a vicious attack against our president. And what you know is I believe in scriptural backing. And the Bible actually teaches us that we should pray for our leaders and that every leader of every nation has been actually ordained by God to be that leader. So you have to be very careful when you speak against our president and his ability to do his job. God asks us to pray for it. He actually instructs us to pray for our leaders. But what I have a problem with is these, what we call birthers and teabaggers and constitutionalists. What I would like to ask as far as the birthers, what proof do you have that the U.S. government doesn't have, that the Republicans in Washington, who would love to see him impeached based on a lie, why hasn't this been proven? What you're doing is you're trying to demonize the president. You have had a substantial attack against this man since day one, actually since before day one. I'll take you back to your leader, Rush Limbaugh. Since before he got in office, what did he say? I hope he fails. Well, see, that is the reason why Republicans were actually almost totally voted out in '08. Because I actually feel sorry for real Republicans because there are hard-working, God-fearing, logical Republicans. There's actually nothing wrong with being a Republican, nothing at all. There's nothing wrong with having a different ideology than a Democrat. But there is something wrong with being a redumblican. And I believe the real Republicans are suffering for that. That is why you lost the majority of all the seats in '08. And now what you're doing, you're trying to set up the election for 2010, and you think we're dumb. You thought we were dumb in '08, and we showed you we weren't. And you're still trying to use these fear tactics. You're still trying to use these smear campaigns, but you can prove nothing. You make these videos, the Obama deception and the conspiracy theory and all that good stuff. Where were you birthers and constitutionalists when the Patriot Act was enacted? When we went to war based on a lie? Thousands of soldiers have died and lost their lives. There have been fathers, wives, husbands, mothers, brothers, sisters, sons, daughters killed based on a lie. Yet you attack Obama on a daily basis. Where were you people when Bush was butchering the Constitution? When did you people come out and say you want your country back when he took it from you with the Patriot Act? You see, when you say you want your country back, you know what you're really saying. You want your country back from who? A born U.S. citizen who ran for public service and was elected? No, you want your country back from a black man, a man of color who's in power. You hate to see that because you fear that your treatment of black people, that if a black man gets in power, he's going to turn around and make you pay. We're not stupid. We cannot, listen, there is not a white person alive that was born 400 years ago. We don't blame you for slavery. If anybody ever blames a white person for slavery that's alive right now, that's idiotic. You had nothing to do with slavery. But what you do have something to do is you keep these Jim Crow ideologies going. And what I'll do is I found some videos of the Nazis of America. And as a black man, you want me to act like those groups don't exist. I live in Beaumont, Texas, and 80 miles from where I live, I know you probably heard James Byrd because it made national attention. The man was drugged by his feet behind the truck to where his head was severed off just because he was a black man having a beer after work. And you expect black people to believe that there isn't racism in this country. People are actually going to presidential rallies with machine guns. Has this ever happened before? You know why you can do it? You know why you feel like it's okay to do it? Because you don't respect the president. Do you know why it was okay for the congressman to shout out, "You lie," in a congressional session while the president was speaking, which has never been done before? Because he doesn't respect the president. In him, the president isn't an educated man who speaks very well, eloquent, very vernacular. No, it's a smooth-talking nigger. But God is just and God is faithful.